I know there's no logic in manifestation. However, there actually is a bit of logic to manifestation. So bear with me here. I'm just going to give a quick explanation. So, when you have a bad thought, you're usually going to also have a bad emotion that comes along with it. And they're two of the same. And it's almost like it's an automatic response, but it comes from an identity that you have been normalizing for a very long time. This identity was born from awareness. And who is awareness? We are. We are each our own individualized awareness of our own individualized experience of our own reality, right? So, with that said, our awareness is what forms that identity. So, it's like the thoughts and the emotions follow an identity, and the identity is born from awareness. Does that not make some sort of logical sense? If you understand conscious creation and you understand that you are the cause to the effect called life, then logically it should register in your mind that in order for me to see a difference in my 3D plane, I need to first make the difference happen in mind. The thing is, when you're consciously selecting a different story for yourself, you're going to see a lot of the old in your 3D life. Right now, you're going to see a lot of the old you because that old you was very dominant for a long time. You normalize that. So by default, your emotions and your thoughts are on automatic. And this is where people get tripped up. Oh my God, I'm feeling opposition. I'm seeing opposition. I'm seeing thoughts that are in opposition or thinking thoughts that are in opposition. That doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. And that doesn't mean that you have to take those as your truth. It's simply reminding yourself of the logic in manifestation that says that you are cause to your effect, that you are the reason for everything in your life. So if you can bring yourself to that logical explanation, I am cause to the effect of my life, then the thoughts don't mean anything. Whatever the ego is barking at you, or the material mind, however you want to call it, is saying to you doesn't matter. Whatever you're seeing on the 3D plane doesn't matter. None of it matters because it was all formed from a very dominant identity that you used to identify with at some time, that you used to be. So if right now you decide, I am done, I am so done with this story, I am so done with normalizing bullshit for myself, I'm choosing different, that is all you need to do. Be disciplined. No, this is the new story that I want for myself now. And the old self is going to talk to you. It's going to throw emotions at you. It's going to show you things in the 3D because that's what it's used to. It's used to that default setting, right? If you understand that logic, then you also shouldn't take it seriously because you're the operant power. You are the only thinker. You're the one behind the decisions and what you're giving consent to. So it's easy for you at this point to say, hey, you know what? I'm not folding. I'm deciding this is the story that I want, no matter how much this one is barking back at me, how it's making me feel. It's like I said in one of my former videos, acknowledging your 3D doesn't mean giving into it. It means you understand it. You understand the mechanism of it and why it's there and why it happened to begin with. And from that point, you can also remember the logic of I am, again, the one responsible for everything in my life. Albert Einstein said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So every time a bad thought comes in, a bad narrative, an old like memory, a 3D event, an emotion, whatever, and you keep giving into it, and then you're questioning, why hasn't it materialized yet? Because you're relying on that 3D evidence. How are you expecting something different? Something must change. That change begins with you because you are the one making everything happen. I can't stress this enough. No one is in your mind telling you what should be. You are the one telling yourself what should be. Even the 3D, even your thoughts and your emotions are still you. They're a former version of you. When you understand it is you the common denominator in everything in your life has always been you, and it has always come from you, then you'll understand that's the logic of manifestation. That it's me, that I'm the one making everything happen. So I just need to change my awareness. I need to place my awareness where I want it to be so it benefits me. And the only time there is no logic is during the how, or the in between. So if I am broke over here and I'm wealthy over here, how I'm going to get from here to here is not something I need to concern myself with. It's a distraction that the ego wants to give me to find an explanation of how it's going to work in linear time and how it's cohesive enough, therefore valid enough for it to actually happen. That's what the material mind wants you to think. So the how, that's why it's not up to us. As it says in scripture, my ways are not your ways, my thoughts are not your thoughts. Meaning, don't worry about the middle. I'll take care of it through your identity. So all I need to do is immerse myself in the identity that has more than enough, that has more than I need, that is wealthy, and I let myself be led through that identity. Life will lead itself through my identity. And that is the only time, for me personally, that I feel that logic is absolutely not needed in manifestation. But to me, again, and I know this is redundant, to me, the logic in manifestation lies in I am cause to my effect, and I just need to be convicted and decisive on what it is that I want. And how I go about that is a personal preference.